And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. It is getting down to the end of the regular season. Just about a week to go. Less, actually, really, than a week to go. And we've got ourselves one heck of a matchup here tonight. Two teams that I always hope will meet in the playoffs and could potentially again this year. Certainly won't be the first round if it does happen, but could be a second round playoff matchup depending on how everything goes at the beginning. Tampa Bay versus Florida. In-state rivalry. These two teams played a lot last year. It really bolstered this rivalry into something special. Then they met in the playoffs last year, and everything just took off. And this has become one of my favorite matchups in the league over the past couple of years, and I cannot wait to watch them play tonight. So this should be a whole lot of fun. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are going to enjoy some hockey here tonight between two very good teams. Florida on a 13-game winning streak right now. That is correct. A 13-game winning streak for the Florida Panthers. In Tampa Bay, they've won their last two games by, a combined score of 14-3. 6-2 last night and 8-1 against Toronto last week on Thursday. So Tampa's been lighting it up here the past couple of games. Florida's been great for a month now and literally have 13 straight wins. Been two top teams all year long, as expected. This is going to be a great time tonight. So I'm really excited for the puck to get dropped. Welcome in TCB, Kyle, Logan, Austin, Pro Hockey. What is going on, guys? Welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. Awesome to see you guys in the chat. And we are getting ready to drop the puck here in this one within the next few minutes. And I am very, very excited for this matchup. Avi, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome to have you, as always. Isaiah, welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you guys being here. What's going on, Brian? Welcome in. Hey, there you go, Austin. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Yeah, Logan, I was just saying that. Tampa Bay's won their last two games and outscored their opponents 14-3. So Tampa's absolutely rolling right now, and Florida's absolutely rolling right now. Florida's win streak is a little bit longer. Just ridiculous that Florida's won 13 straight games. I mean, that is a lot of games in a row in the NHL. You don't see winning streaks like that very often. I certainly would hope so, Kyle. But they did play yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe the second game of a back-to-back, maybe that's a trap game a little bit. But I would certainly hope so. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think a lot of these teams are going to give guys nights off here and there. There's probably going to be a random game where they don't play. I guess Sorelli's tonight. But yeah, these guys that have played a lot and these guys that are going to be really important come playoff time over this last week, you're going to see some guys get sat, at least for a game. I mean, I don't think anybody's getting shut down and not going to play at all, but you're going to see a game here and there where there's a couple guys out of the lineup. Yeah, this is going to be a really good one, Pro Hockey. Should be a great game. I'm going to get the poll up in the chat so you guys can get your votes in. And let me know who you think's going to win this one. Lightning are on the road after playing at home the last couple of games. And the Panthers, it's not really that much on the road for Tampa Bay. It's literally in the same state. But the Panthers are the home team, and they're going for 14 in a row. Playoffs are going to be absolutely sick this year. Looking at what the matchups look like, it's going to be, I think, one of the best playoffs we've had in quite a while. Ikeka, what is going on? Welcome in. BC Transportation, welcome in. Max, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you guys all coming by. Joey, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for being here. Red Rubber, thanks for stopping by. Good to have you as always. Really appreciate it. Doing the national anthem right now, and then we are getting underway for this one. They should be dropping the puck in just a couple of minutes. Nope. I was at work all day yesterday, Austin. So here we go now, getting ready to drop the puck. Anthem is done, and we are going to be getting underway. I cannot wait. This is one of my favorite matchups in the NHL. I love it when these two teams play against each other, and I am pumped to get going here in this one. Vasilevsky, Andrei Vasilevsky is in goal again here for Tampa Bay. Not exactly the most Andrei Vasilevsky-like year this season. 246 goals against average, 917 save percentage. You know, he's usually better than that. It's been a bit of a down year, but he's still winning a lot of games for Tampa Bay. Spencer Knight gets the call down at the other end. The rookie goaltender with a 277 goals against and 909 save percentage this year. His first full season in the NHL. Spencer Knight is in net for the Panthers. Puck is dropped, and we are underway. And immediately off the opening draw, the puck is iced by Florida. We'll get a quick face-off down at their end. 8 seconds in. Tampa will look to get the offense going in this one. Yeah, last year's series went 6. Avi, Micah, what's going on? Welcome in. Favorite player when I was a kid growing up was Joe Sakic. 66, what's going on? Z28, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it. Working it around now. Behind the net, rimmed around the boards. Florida in on the forecheck. Trying to keep it in the offensive end here. It's up to Killorn. Tampa, pass out. Neutral zone. Hagel over the red line. Backhands it in. Braden Point will chase against Forsling. Down in the corner, moved up by Forsling to Achari. Achari's pass to the middle to Lundell. Into the offensive end, Florida's back. They'll dump that one deep and go after it. Back the other way now. Ruda, pass up over the red line to Kucherov into the offensive zone. Tampa's back on the attack. Sergachev out high, plays it to the half wall. Wow, that's, I mean, Bunting and Tavares both being out is big. That's big for Toronto tonight. Those are two key guys missing. And then Liljegren off the back end isn't a good thing either. I mean, I don't think is maybe not as impactful as not having Tavares and Bunting, but still not great to have these guys out. 100% Dork, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. Phantom, what's going on? Welcome in. Bennett to take this offensive zone face-off for Florida. Able to take that now. Panthers setting up offensive zone through the middle. Off the boards, Forsling keeps it in. Down in the corner, trying to chase after it behind the net. Taken away by the Lightning. Nick Paul will carry it out. Neutral zone, red line, dumped in. Forecheck pressure coming now for Tampa Bay. Paul sends it deep. Perry behind the net against Huberdeau. Can't get it out in front. Montour in the corner. Bennett comes in to help as well. Vernon, what's going on, my man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Carmine, what's going on? Thank you for coming by. Knocked down behind the net by Knight. Played in the corner. Florida up and out of the zone. Chip to the middle. Played here by Bennett into the offensive end. He fires one into the glove of Vasilevsky. And he'll juggle that one and then cover it with 17:51 to go in the first. 0-0 start so far. Ozone faceoff for Florida coming up. Trying to take it back now. One back by Florida, setting up offensive zone. Into the middle for Lomberg, away from McDonough, back to the point. Long shot deflects wide. This is going to be a close one, Z28, but I don't know. I'm certainly not gonna pick against Florida while they're on a 13-game winning streak. I think I need to see Florida lose a game before I start picking against them. Unbelievable that they've won this many in a row. As Kucherov gets the puck here, shoots and scores. Tampa opens the scoring, and Nikita Kucherov rips one short side on Spencer Knight. It's 1-0 Tampa Bay as they pick up right where they left off from their last couple of games. Great early shot here from Kucherov. We got ourselves a goal. Absolute perfect shot over the shoulder, under the bar for Nikita Kucherov. Knight can't get to it, and the Lightning take the 1-0 lead. 11 goals in the last 12 games for Nikita Kucherov. He is finally heating up at the perfect time for Tampa Bay, as that dumps into the offensive zone. Literally half of Kucherov's goals on the season have come within the last 12 games. He's now at 22 on the year, as Vasilevsky blockers that one away to the corner. Sergachev takes a big hit, gets it up to Hagel. Hagel to Point. Point back into the middle, head of Bogosian, who will skate into it over the red line and dump it in. Trevor, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Mike and Julie, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for coming in. Too late for that, Avi. Kucherov's already red hot, playing his best hockey of the season, and now 11 goals in the last 12. Panthers trying to work it in the offensive zone now. Played here by Paul, up and out. Panthers get it right back, and they'll carry it in. It's Mason Marchment. Played over now, out high. Forsling, shot blocked on the way through. Gets over. Bontour pinches to keep it in. Trying to work it back now. Played around to Forsling. Long shot there. Vasi, chance. Rebound, scores! Florida ties it right back up. Claude Giroux on the rebound. Able to find it in front of the net, and we've got a 1-1 game with 15:54 to go. And the Florida Panthers get it right back just a couple minutes later. Claude Giroux in front of the net, able to find the loose puck after Vasilevsky made the original save and puts that rebound home. And Florida, who has 29 come-from-behind wins in this season, which is the most in the NHL, has a chance for another one here tonight as they tie it right back up after going down 1-0. So, not even 5 minutes into this game, we already have a goal for both teams. And I am certainly expecting some offense in this one. We're off to a good start. And hang on, looks like the referees might be taking a look at this one. All right, Tampa Bay is going to challenge here for goaltender interference. So maybe we don't have a tie game after all. I mean, I don't think anything happening in front of Vasilevsky there had anything to do with the goal being scored. I don't know. Nobody knows what goaltender interference is and isn't in the NHL. They call it different almost every night. So, I don't know. We'll see what they decide on this one. I don't think anything going on with Marchment and McDonough in front of the net even affected the goal being scored. The puck was on the complete other side. Those guys were on his left side, and the puck was on the right side. Lucas, what's going on? Johnny, welcome in. Buck Skull Gang, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see. Wow, they took it away. No goal for Florida. They took it away. Wow. I don't understand. Like, goaltender interference is literally called differently in every single game. There's no consistency whatsoever with it. So they end up saying goaltender interference. There's no goal. And we are back to a 1-0 Tampa Bay lead. And Florida is not going to like that. We'll see if they can go out and get another one. Unknown, what's going on? Kendra, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Johnny, that's funny coming from a fan of a team that hasn't won a playoff series in 18 years. Like, that makes zero sense. Those teams are all better than Toronto, and they've all, I mean, except for Florida, have won playoff series a lot more recently. Literally, Toronto hasn't won a series since I was in elementary school, so... And Florida gets it right back. It's Sam Reinhart as he absolutely roofs one glove side on Vasilevsky. And Florida, who can almost score at will this season, says, okay, you don't want to count that goal? We'll just go score another one. And this one's gonna count. So, Florida does tie it up this time, and that one is going to count. And Sam Reinhart gets his 30th goal of the season. Roos one on Vasilevsky, and the game is 1-1 for real now. As that one, there's no doubt about it. As the puck flips up into the bench, we'll get a neutral zone face-off here. 15:21 to go. And just a few seconds later, Florida says, okay, we'll score that one, and we'll make it sure it counts this time, and this one does. Moved up now, played here by Hagel. Dumped in here now by Chernak. Dumped in now, 5 minutes into the first. Jem, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Axie, you're at the game. That is awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy it. That is awesome, man. Great to hear. Hope you're having a good time as Tampa gets this one back into the offensive zone. 1-1 here, first period. Both teams with a puck in the back of the net so far. Back out here. Long shot in. That one gets blocked down. And up and out it goes. Pittsburgh will have to rebuild before they win another cup, Micah. It's not going to be anytime soon. And that one's sent all the way down behind the net. And it's going to be icing against the Panthers here. 14:09 to go in the first. Ozone faceoff coming up for Toronto. Or Tampa Bay, excuse me. Everyone's talking about Toronto in the chat. It's Tampa Bay. Toronto's playing Washington. Let's see. All the 7 o'clock games should have dropped the puck. Let's see. Yeah, Maple Leafs and Capitals are 0-0. Avalanche and Jets are 0-0. And then there's a bunch more games coming up later as well. There were a lot of afternoon games today, too. I think there are 4 afternoon games today, so they're all done. And that's cleared all the way down now by Florida, and Hornquist beats out the icing. Florida working around now in the offensive zone. Shot goes wide. Cal Foot pressured, taken away here by the Panthers. And now the Lightning get it out of their zone. Stamkos into the offensive end to Palat. Over now, McDonough jumping into the play. Spin around shot for Stamkos goes wide, but we're going to get a hooking penalty. And early power play chance here for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So when we come back from this commercial break, the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to be on a power play trying to get their lead back. They scored first, but Florida was able to answer. We got ourselves a 1-1 hockey game here, headed to our first commercial stoppage. All right, see you, Red Rubber. We go here to the commercial break. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't yet, I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, talk some hockey, and have some fun. Appreciate everyone being here tonight. We got a big week to close out the season. It's been even, BC Transportation. I mean, if you listen to what's going on, you can tell how the game's going, but upcoming stream schedule is in the chat, so if you guys want to know what's coming up this week, it's right there in the chat. There's quite a few, doing a lot of games this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Final week of the regular season, and then May 2nd, Monday, May 2nd, we'll be opening up the playoffs, and it is going to be a crazy postseason this year. It looks like the matchups are going to be awesome. Setting up that way right now for some great first-round series. And, God, I cannot wait till we get to postseason action. I'm ready to be done with the regular season and into the playoffs right now. I would imagine because they're having a ceremony for Guy Lafleur, Kyle. I mean, I'm not watching that, so I don't know for sure, but I would imagine that that's why it would be delayed. Tampa to the power play here. Trying to set up now, back from the commercial in the offensive zone. One-timer scores! Stamkos! Stammer on the power play with a one-timer from the face-off circle. And Tampa gets the lead back. It's 2-1 as they take advantage of the first power play opportunity of the game. 2001, Micah. And it is 2-1 now. Tampa Bay as Stammer blasts one home on the power play. And I hope you guys have the over in this game. This is looking like it's going to be a high-scoring affair as these teams are trading goals. And we are not even a full 7 minutes into the game yet. These offenses are ready to go. NHL, what's going on? Jay Slavs, what's going on? Welcome in. This game is ESPN Plus. Stammer with his 36th goal of the season. And he's over 90 points this year for Steven Stamkos. Quietly having a vintage Stamkos season. I mean, this is a guy that's, a little older, getting up there into his 30s now, but is having one of the best seasons of his career this year. He's over 90 points on the year and 36 goals now on the season. That's not locked in yet, Lucas, but it's looking that way. Back out high now. Here's McDonough with it. Long shot through. Just goes wide. Wraparound chance for Palat. Trying to get it in front. Stolen away. And Tampa's able to keep it in. Good job there by Paul. Now on the second chance, it's cleared out finally by Barkov. Down in the corner. Florida trying to clear it again. Paul goes in on the forecheck. Gives them some trouble. Palat steals it back for Tampa. Out to the blue line. Tampa setting back up in the offensive zone. Long shot's knocked down. Panthers get to it. Moved up to the middle, all the way out. Neutral zone, and Maroon will take it. Passed over to Ruda. Behind the net now. Corey Perry in the corner. Gets pressured. Sends it back to the blue line. Lightning cycling in the offensive zone. Back to Ruda now. He throws one in. Knight able to see that, and he'll cover it up. We'll get a whistle. 11:49 to go in the first. Whistle here. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for Tampa Bay. They have the 2-1 lead so far in this one. Very good start. Overall, I mean, just exciting game so far. 3 goals already. We're not even 10 minutes in. These teams are showing the offensive firepower that they have. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great game tonight for sure. 2 very good teams as this one's played around now. Uyghur will pass it up. Florida will clear the zone. Chip to the middle. And here's Bennett now into the offensive zone. Trying to get around Ruda. He's shielded off. Good job there by Jan Ruda defensively. And the Lightning come away with the puck. Moved up over the red line. Back the other way. Lightning offensive zone again. Playing this one back down. Another quick stoppage here. So you can win this face-off, get quick possession. Panthers playing from behind for the second time. See if they can tie it up again before this intermission. We're still not even halfway through the first. Moved up and out now. Dumped through here over the blue line into the offensive end. Shot. Nice blocker stop there by Vasilevsky. Panthers hard on the forecheck. Get possession. In the offensive zone now, Robert Haig keeps it in. Played out high by Lindell. Down low behind the net. Cal Foote plays it. Zarbian, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Corey Perry gets knocked down in the neutral zone. He's looking around for somebody. Lightning bring it up, though. Trying to keep it in the attacking end. Foote can't keep possession. And it's brought out by Lindell. Panthers dump it in. They'll go for a line change. Played behind the net, 10:38 to go in the first. Here's Sergachev with it. Pass up through the middle. Lightning with some speed into the offensive zone. Taken behind the net. Trying to get it back out to Killorn was Hagel, but not able to. Panthers come away with it. Duclair up ice, out of the zone, into the offensive end for Huberdeau. Huberdeau now. Back to Duclair. Pass across. Big save there by Vasilevsky. Played around now. Shot in again. No 66. It's bracket style. It's not reseeded. It's bracket style. So, the 2 Atlantic team, well, assuming 2 Atlantic teams come out of the first round, they'll play each other. If 2 Metro teams come out of the first round, they'll play each other. Central, Pacific, same thing. So, let's say if Florida and Tampa both win round 1, they would play each other, and then Carolina Rangers would play each other, and then Second, and then in the West, it would be like Colorado, St. Louis, or Colorado, Minnesota, and all of that. So, no, it's bracket style. We're going to get a penalty here. Then it would be Leafs versus whoever Florida lost to then. I believe. I'm pretty sure that would be how it would go. It'd be whoever Florida lost to. Shot in there. Florida's on the power play. Florida trying to answer with a power play goal of their own. Cycling in the offensive zone. Played out to the circle now, through the middle. Nice steal by Bellemare. Very good penalty killer, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare. He steals that one and clears it all the way down. Minute 12 left on the Florida power play. They got to bring it back up. Tampa has it, though. Into the offensive end now. Here are the Lightning. And taken here by Hagel. Shot just sent wide. Good shorthanded opportunity. Yeah, that's what I thought unknown. But then I started to second guess myself. But, well, it's not really 4. It's the wild card. But they're basically a 4. Yeah, I'm pretty... It stays within division for the first 2 rounds, though. I thought so. Moved around the boards now, up and out. And kept in the blue line. 30 seconds still to go on the power play here for Florida, trying to tie this game. I don't know, Zarbi, and you'll have to check the website. I don't work for NHL.com, so... I mean, the only playoff series that is even locked in is Minnesota versus St. Louis. We don't even know what any of the other series are going to be. So it's probably not going to be out until we know what the matchups are. Or at least we know what more of the matchups are. Kilo, what's going on? I think the Panthers are very likely to go very deep in the playoffs, considering they're the best team in the NHL this year. Underwater, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Big Show, Johnny, what's going on? Florida's only got 1 second left on the power play here, so it looks like they're not going to convert on this one. Tampa will maintain the 2-1 lead. And yeah, the face-off is down in the Florida end. So that's going to do it for the power play. Tampa kills it off. We are back to a 5-on-5 even strength action. Under 8 minutes now to go in the first period. Chance in front now. Hornquist robbed by Vasilevsky. And back the other way now. Here comes Braden Point out of the zone. Flipped over the red line and they'll chase. Offensive end against Uyghur. I don't know. I picked Florida, Big Show, considering they've won 13 games in a row. But... I mean, Tampa's playing great right now, too. Tampa's won their last 2 games and outscored their opponents 14-3. So, it's not like they're slouching right now either. As we get a shot in there and a good save by Knight and some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Hagel getting into it. Trying to get back here at one of the defensemen. It's Mason Marchment. It wasn't a defenseman. It was Marchment covering the front of the net. And he and Hagel exchanged some shoves. It looks like Hagel's going to the penalty box. Not sure if Marchment's going to go with him and they're going to even it up, or if that ends up being a power play coming up now for Florida. We'll see. Yeah, Florida's won their last 13 games underwater. We're going to go to a commercial break here. Again, we'll see what the... We'll see what the penalties are when we come back. It looked like it might be just Hagel going. The referee was pretty boisterous with his pointing at Hagel, and that was it. So I think it might be a Florida power play when we come back. Peter, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, St. Louis, Minnesota should be an incredibly good series, James. I mean, I think they're tied right now at 107 points. Yeah, Minnie and St. Louis both have 107 points right now. So, talk about an evenly matched series. That is going to be a lot of fun. Looks like the Leafs and Capitals are tied up at 1. Bruins and Montreal, 0-0. Colorado, Winnipeg, still 0-0. But appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys all for watching. We got a fun one going tonight. Tampa and Florida, playing like Tampa and Florida. This has become a pretty big in-state rivalry over the past, I would say last season and this year. It's really taken off. And it's good to see. These teams are fun when they play against each other. Yeah, John, the Preds are in a wild card spot right now. Preds have a 4-point lead over Vegas, and Dallas and Nashville both have 93 points. Vegas has 89, and Vancouver's got 87. Yeah, basically the Predators just kind of need to win one more game, and they need Vegas to lose tonight. If Vegas loses tonight and Nashville wins one more game, I think they're safe. Played back now. Florida is on the power play here. So Hagel got the only penalty out of that. All the way down. 7:05 to go in the first. I would imagine unknown. I think, they kind of went out to get Fleury for that reason. Played over now, setting up in the offensive zone. Out high here, Huberdeau, long shot. And nice save there by Vasilevsky. Victoria, what is going on? Welcome in. Cleared all the way down. Good job on the penalty kill so far. TV, I am not sure. This is an ESPN Plus / Hulu exclusive game. So it should be on ESPN Plus because I think that's the only network it's on. Yeah, this is one of those exclusive ESPN Plus Hulu games. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be there. I'm watching on ESPN Plus, but I'm out of market. Final 35 seconds of the power play here for Florida. Not really able to get much going. Tampa's been good on the penalty kill in this period. Into the offensive zone. Shot here. That one goes wide. Lindell plays it. I don't have Hulu, so I can't watch it on Hulu, but it should be available on Hulu. Because all the games that are that are available exclusively on ESPN Plus are also supposed to be on Hulu. Power play comes to an end here. Tampa kills off another one. They maintain the 2-1 lead. They're going to carry it out of their zone now. Here comes Stamkos up ice. Into the offensive end, 2-on-1. Chance here for the Lightning. Foot comes in, and Cal Foot scores! Jumping into the play as a defenseman. And it's a 3-1 lead for the Lightning. And they're picking up right where they left off last night against Nashville. They won that game 6-2. They now have a 3-1 lead here over the Panthers. With 5:02 to go in the first period, Cal Foot finishes this one off on a great odd man rush up high. And a great goal there for Tampa Bay. 8-1 win on Thursday, 6-2 win last night, and they are up 3-1 on the Panthers in this one. That 13-game winning streak is in jeopardy. Moved up now. That one goes in. Down low. Maroon with it. Pat Maroon now. Pass to the middle. Lightning with possession. Back up through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Perry's shot goes off a skate of Sherratt. up and out of play. We'll get a whistle with 4:32 to go in the first. Tampa Bay, 3 first-period goals, have a 2-goal lead in this one. Florida going to have to try and find some offense. Now, the good news for the Panthers is they are the best come-from-behind team in the NHL. They have 29 come-from-behind wins this season, which leads the league. So, I mean, their game's certainly far from over. Certainly far from over. But Tampa with a very, very good first period here. On the road, and they've got the 3-1 lead as we go to commercial break. Mickinock, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming by. We are at our final commercial break of period number 1. Thank you guys all for watching. Please don't forget to that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, have some fun, and enjoy the games. This has been a good one, but Tampa, man, they look really, really strong. They've had a great last week, and, you know, picking up right where the way that they've been playing with a strong first period. But upcoming stream schedules in the chat. Got a lot of games to close out the season this week, and then we'll be getting ready for the playoffs, which are coming up next week. Monday, May 2nd, opening night of the postseason. We don't know what the schedule is yet, who's going to be playing which nights, but can tell you the way that these matchups are shaking out, there's going to be some awesome, awesome playoff series this year. All right, well, I'm not going to join it until the beginning of the playoffs anyway, so I guess you can early register, but I won't be doing it till next weekend. Islanders, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. That is very true, Vernon. There's no such thing as too many goals against the Panthers because they can come back from 3 or 4 down like it's nothing. This team's offensive firepower has been unlike anything that we've seen in the NHL in a long time. I looked it up one day this past week. Florida, if Florida can stay above 4 goals per game for this season, which they're pretty well over right now, they'll be the first team since the 1996 Pittsburgh Penguins that scored 4 goals per game in an NHL season or more. So we haven't seen that kind of offense from a team in a very, very long time. And Florida's got a chance to do it, assuming they just keep their regular offensive output up. They'll easily do that. And Mason Marchment got injured here for Florida as he went in for a hit, and Kucherov kind of low-bridged him. Marchment definitely wasn't ready for it. And Marchment goes down and is in a lot of pain. Now he heads back to the bench under his own power. Doesn't look like he's going to the locker room. So that's good news there for Florida. If Marchment doesn't go to the locker room, he's back on the bench now. He was completely caught off guard there, though. He went in for a hit on Kucherov, and Kucherov just kind of ducked it. And Marchment was not prepared and took a pretty awkward collision there against the leg. But it looks like he's all right. He's staying on the bench. That's good for Florida. Malika, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Regular season, no. Will, they don't have the same level of goaltending, no. But I think they should certainly hopefully go farther than the 2019 Lightning did. I mean, talk about a team that tied the record for most wins in a season, then got swept in the first round of the playoffs. I don't see that happening to Florida. But you got to certainly hope that the Panthers are able to go further than that in the playoffs. As Knight's going to cover this one up in front, and we get another bit of a gathering in front here, but it breaks up rather quickly as the teams head off for a line change. We'll have an ozone face-off coming up for Tampa Bay here, holding on to the 3-1 lead here late in the first period. Gaming gang, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. 3 minutes to go in the first. Florida working it through the neutral zone. McDonough with a good step up on Lomberg. Florida does get it in, though, and now we got some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. As everybody gets together again, it looks like the play got whistled down for offsides. And there was a hit at the whistle, and that brings both teams together. Maroon knocked down Lewis Starn in there, and then Lomberg came in. And we'll get a neutral zone face-off now. Lomberg and Bogosian look like they're talking. See if that goes anywhere. Both guys not shy about getting involved physically and dropping the gloves as that sent up the boards. Panthers keep it in. Trying to move it to the middle now. Lightning. Back point to Bogosian. D to D. Across over there. Kept in the blue line. What a blast by Montour! And he scores! It's 3-2 as Florida gets one back. And an absolute bomb from Brandon Montour beats Vasilevsky high. And just like that, we're back to a one-goal game. And Panthers right back within one as Montour steps into that one out above the face-off circle, like way out above the circle. Not quite from the blue line, but only a couple steps in. Just absolutely blasts it. And Florida gets one back. We got ourselves a 3-2 hockey game with 2:32 to go in the first period. Face-off one back now by the Panthers. Over the red line, dumped in. They'll go on the forecheck. Hey, thank you so much, TV. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. It did 100% Dork. It did. Taken in here now. Panthers. And we're going to get a penalty call for tripping against Florida. Barkov's going to go to the penalty box. So Barkov trips down one of the Lightning there in the defensive zone. And that's going to give the Tampa Bay Lightning another power play opportunity. They have a power play goal in this game. We'll see if they can do it again. Hey, I appreciate that 66. I try and answer as much in the chat as I can, but I also do want to focus on the game and focus on the hockey as it's happening. So I try and balance it as much as I can, and I'm glad that you enjoy the streams, and I'm glad that you're here. Really appreciate it. I know we don't root for the same team, but it's always great to have you here. Alex, what's going on? Welcome. Brandon, what's going on? Welcome. Alex, other Alex coming in. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. This has been an awesome game so far. Lightning on the power play, trying to get the 2-goal lead back, but that's cleared all the way down by Florida. Hedman will chase. We got a minute 25 left on the power play, a minute 35 left in the period. Up over the red line now, into the offensive end. Kick to the middle. Killorn keeps it in. Trying to play this one around. Back out high. Hedman with a shot. Glove save by Knight. Good chance there for Tampa, but Knight makes the save. Covered up. 1:10 to go on the power play. Offensive zone face-off for the Lightning. Hey, there you go, Alex. Congratulations, bro. What an absolute legend. I hope it goes well, dude. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it will depend on the goaltending. It'll depend on the goaltending, Mikanak. We'll see if Carolina gets any of their goalies back. If not, that could be an issue for them for sure. And that goes all the way down now, cleared back out of the zone. Oh, man, I cannot wait for the playoffs this year. These matchups are going to be so good. Up the boards now to Bennett. Bennett clears it again. Florida doing a good job on this PK. Tampa scored on their first power play, but Florida seems to have things a little more under control here on this one, as their penalty kill is getting the job done. Carolina does have great structure, but I don't know, in a goalie that's barely seen any NHL action, this kid that the Russian kid that they've called up from the AHL, if he's your starter in the playoffs, I mean, that's putting a lot of pressure on him. Shot in there, nice save again by Knight with the glove as he grabs that one. There's 1 second to go on the power play. One second left on the power play, which means it will basically be over as soon as the linesman drops this puck. Florida wins it back defensively. We're back to 5-on-5. Up and out, cleared there by the Panthers. All the way down, chipped in. Vasilevsky plays it behind the net. Chernak in the corner. And the horn's going to sound. That will do it. Period number 1 comes to an end. We got ourselves quite a hockey game going here. Lots of scoring in the first. A 3-2 game. Only 20 minutes of action complete. 40 minutes still to go. And we're headed to our first intermission. Lightning up by 1 in a very close contested game here. And the offense is shining through so far in this game. We'll see if that continues in period 2. But with the firepower that these two teams have, I certainly would not be surprised. We're gonna have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 2 to begin. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you all here. Be awesome if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can have some fun, talk hockey, and enjoy the game. So really appreciate all the support from everybody. We are getting closer and closer to the playoffs. It is the last week of the regular season. I got my upcoming schedule for this week in the chat. This is the remainder of the regular season. The games that I'll be doing. We've got a doubleheader on Tuesday night. We've got a doubleheader on Wednesday night. And then one game on Thursday. That will be it for the regular season. And then Monday, May 2nd, which is going to be the opening night of the playoffs. You can surely expect a doubleheader opening night of the playoffs on Monday night. So, we're going to have a lot of fun come playoff time. And I'm going to be doing as many games as I can. I mean, I can't do every game, obviously, but I'm going to do as many as I can. Bruin, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I think it's time to crack this bad boy. I was at work all day. I worked 9 to 5 yesterday, 9 to 5 today, doing baseball tournament, and that was another good crack. We're going to get cheers in the chat. Cheers, everybody. Here's to a great hockey game. Here's to a great stream. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. And you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Cheers in the chat. Need a nice cold one to close out a very long weekend for me. Boston, yeah. Boston is resting your power play. You're not wrong there, 100% Dork. I don't know. There was originally, there was talk about some of the banged up guys not playing in this game tonight, but I don't know if they went through with it or not. Let me take a look at the lineup. Yeah, no Pastrnak for Boston tonight. No Lindholm for Boston tonight. Yeah, no Pasta or Lindholm tonight. So it looks like the guys that came back from injuries yesterday, they gave them the day off today because they played their first game in a while yesterday. So no reason to play those guys in a back-to-back situation. So they're off today. No, I do the I run the field crew 66. So like I redo the fields between games and all of that. Reline everything, rake out all the fields and all of that. So me and whoever they give me as my helpers do that for anytime there's like a weekend tournament there. What's going on, Caroline? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I think so too, Austin. It looks that way. I think that's going to be a first round matchup, but we don't know for sure quite yet. But obviously, there's only a week left for things to change, so everything's going to start getting solidified pretty soon. Yeah, Flyers beat the Penguins today, 4-1. That was definitely a little bit of a surprise. Pittsburgh is still in trouble to lose that third spot potentially. Obviously Washington will have to catch up and win some games, but Pittsburgh's only 2 points ahead of the Capitals. The Capitals also have games in hand, so the Caps could potentially take that third spot from Pittsburgh if Pittsburgh loses out. Hey, Brandon, thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Let's welcome in new subscriber. Give some sub hype in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mason, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh, nice. You went to the Islanders game. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. It's awesome to see you here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, regulation wins. Pittsburgh has 36. Washington right now has 35. So, again, I think if as long as Pittsburgh wins another game, I think they'll be all right, but they can't lose out. If they lose out from here on out, I think they still might. It's at least still possible that they drop back, but they do have the tiebreaker as of now. They may not still have the tiebreaker, though, if they lose out. If I'm the Penguins, I really want to win one of my last two games. And let's see, they've got Edmonton on Tuesday. That's not going to be an easy one. And they have Columbus on Friday. So that game on Friday, they definitely are going to want to win that, I would imagine. But again, we'll see. Maybe they beat Edmonton Tuesday and then they'll be in decent shape at that point. Jose, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Victoria, we don't know. Jarry's week to week and don't know. It seems increasingly unlikely that he's back for at least the start of the playoffs, but we don't know when he's going to be back. Hey, Boston goes up 1-0. Patrice Bergeron scores. Nice to see Bergeron get a goal. I feel like it's been forever since he's scored. Good to see him get one. All right, good night, Pro Hockey. See you later. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no easy games, that's for sure, James. But yeah, we don't know when Jarry's going to be back, and I think Pittsburgh is going to have some issues if they don't have him for the playoffs. Hey, what's going on, Axie? Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's been a pretty good back and forth battle so far. Not obviously not the ideal score at the end of one for the Panthers, but very good back and forth action. Yeah, he's played well for the Oilers, John. Edmonton didn't have a great day today, but overall, they've been playing pretty well recently. Oilers are 7-2-1 in their last 10, so they've been playing well overall. Another team that's really been playing well is the LA Kings. I mean, remember, like, beginning of last week, probably like a week and a half ago now, when everybody was worried about the Kings dropping out of a playoff spot? Pressure, highest pressure part of the season for LA, and all they've done is go out and win 4 in a row. So 4 straight wins for the Kings have pretty much locked them into a playoff spot. All they have to do, I think, is win one more game and they're in. One more game and they're in. We don't know yet officially, Norm. Nothing's locked in. It's looking like, in all likelihood, it's going to be Toronto, Tampa Bay in the first round, but that's not locked in yet. Boston still could catch Tampa potentially. They're only 3 points back, but Tampa's playing so well right now that I think that that's unlikely to happen. Because it seems like every time the Bruins win, the Lightning also win. Marchment's been back out there, actually. He should be good. He was back out there, I saw, towards the end of the period, so he should be good. Nope, there is no stream tomorrow, Blackhawks fan. That game tomorrow is an absolutely meaningless one between two non-playoff teams. So next stream is a doubleheader on Tuesday night. Boston played great yesterday. I mean, Boston was without Pastrnak and Lindholm for like 2 weeks, and they played like 500 without them, but they're back now, although they're not playing tonight because they didn't make the trip to Montreal. But Boston's playing fine. Yeah, no, I mean, unless something happens, actually, like over the next couple games, you should have. Florida's a pretty healthy team right now. No, I will not be watching it tomorrow night. Patrick, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hey, Patrick, it's been a good one so far, man. Lightning Panthers 3-2. 5 goals total in the first period. High scoring action. Both of these teams have so much talent. I mean, just absolutely loaded. Not a good night to be a goalie. Nope, going into the second. It was a 7 o'clock game. Not a fun game to be a goalie. Hey, Eric Holla makes it 2-0 Bruins. All right, so Boston looks like, at least so far, they're getting the job done against Montreal. But again, if Tampa also wins, they're not going to gain any ground. And that's the way it's been. That's the way it's been going recently, is that every time the Bruins win, Tampa also wins. So they haven't been able to catch them. Well, I mean, given the way that the Rangers manhandled Pittsburgh for most of this regular season, I don't necessarily disagree with that, James. The problem is that if Tristan Jarry's not there for the playoffs, I think Florida's going to light up Pittsburgh's goaltending. If it's not even if it is Jarry, I still think there's a good chance that Florida's going to score a lot of goals. But the Penguins did not do well against the Rangers. in the regular season. They did not. So I could definitely understand not wanting to see the Rangers in the playoffs. Vegas plays against San Jose tonight at home, I believe. Yes, it's in Vegas. Absolutely monster game for the Golden Knights to have any chance of making the playoffs. If they lose tonight, I think they'd only have 3 games left and they need to make up 4 points. They would need Dallas and Nashville to lose out, and then they would have to win 2 out of 3. Or they would have to win all 3 of their remaining games, which, I don't know, Vegas hasn't been a team that's been able to do that a lot this year. So, I don't know, this is a big game for the Golden Knights tonight that they pretty much need to win. Ashley, what's going on? We are getting ready for the second period. It hasn't started yet, but we're getting close to it. 3-2 after 1, Tampa with the lead. Very good scoring period for both teams. I mean, you had 5 total goals. Just a lot of talent on the ice when these teams play. Yeah, honestly, Vernon, we still don't know how the seeding is going to turn out because Boston and Washington are only 2 points apart. Boston and Tampa Bay are 3 points apart. Washington and Pittsburgh are only 2 points apart. So, I mean, the seeding is still very much up for grabs. The Rangers are only 4 points back of Carolina, and they have a game in hand. So that's not completely settled yet. And we're just talking about the Eastern Conference. Never mind heading over to the West, where Minnesota and St. Louis are both at 107. Edmonton and LA are only separated by 2 points. Nashville and Dallas both have 93. Vegas has 89. Vancouver has 87. Like, the seeding is still very, very much up for grabs here. Which is what this last week of games is all going to figure out. Ryan, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, good. Finally feels like Bruins and Canadiens, hopefully. I mean, that rivalry really hasn't been much of a rivalry the past few years. Certainly hasn't felt like Bruins Canadiens when they play. There's no real bad blood between them right now. Hopefully that changes. Luke, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Vegas and Dallas play Tuesday night. James, I think pretty much whoever wins that game is probably going to be the team that gets in. Especially if Vegas wins tonight, which they should against the Sharks, then they would only be 2 points back and they would have a head-to-head matchup. So, I have a feeling that Tuesday night's game is probably going to be a determining one as to which one gets in and which one doesn't. Yeah, there's a lot of great hockey this week as all these, final standing spots need to be figured out. So then we know what we won't know what the matchups are until some of these teams start to clinch the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, etc. Piggy Plush, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We are getting ready for the start of period number 2 here. We're getting close to puck drop to get back to the action. Tampa Bay with a 1-goal lead. Tampa's goals were Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, and Cal Foote. Yes, Patrick. The schedule is not a coincidence. Yeah. The schedule is the way it is for a reason. Absolutely. Hey, there we go, Isaac. Nice. All right, we got some real Bruins-Canadiens action finally. I love it. That's a rivalry that needs to spice back up because it's been pretty dead the last few years. Florida's goals were Claude Giroux and Brandon Montour, Victoria, as we drop the puck here for the second. Taken up now. Into the offensive zone, Killorn for Tampa trying to work it out. Panthers hard on the forecheck. McDonough takes it for the Lightning. He'll pass it up the wing. Tampa Bay back to the middle. Big hit in front of the bench there, but the Lightning get it out of the zone. Here's McDonough, offensive end. Passes it off. Chance here. Spencer Knight with a huge save. Back the other way now. Here comes Florida with some speed. Into the offensive zone. Duclair's shots blocked. Second chance. Huberdeau and Vasi answers with a big stop of his own. And that's covered up by Vasilevsky. Great chances within the first minute for both teams. And both goalies have to make a big stop. 19-19 to go here in the second. Offensive zone faceoff coming for Florida. Both goalies tested early here in the period. And both are on par. O-zone draw now. Giroux to take it with Barkov on the right side. And I guess that's, I can't tell. I think it's Marchment. Yeah, I think it's Marchment on the left side. And it is. As the Lightning go off sides into the offensive zone, we'll have a neutral zone face-off coming up. Oh my God. Steven Stamkos has 15 points in his last 6 games. Stammer has 15 points in his last 6 games. That's unreal. Back in here, and Marchment scores! What a goal for Mason Marchment as he pokes one over the shoulder, one-handed on a bouncing puck, pokes it over the shoulder of Vasilevsky. What a goal for Marchment, and it's a 3-3 game as the Panthers tie it. Unbelievable chip shot there for Mason Marchment on a bouncing puck up and by the blocker side. As Vasilevsky tried to reach out to poke it, Marchment got there first. We got ourselves a tie game here as Florida comes back from 2 goals down. It's 3-3. Brian, what is going on? Vasi's got to grab that one with the glove. He keeps it moving. Nope, game is in Florida, no mander. Tampa's on the road. Have a good night. Have a good night, James. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Lightning try and bring it up now. Taken back by Weegar. Panthers into the offensive zone. They chase it. Thank you guys all for watching. Really appreciate it. Down in the corner now. Panthers back on the forecheck. We got ourselves a 3-3 game. And now we're going to get a penalty call. No, Vasi's in net, but he's giving up goals. And now we're going to get a power play here for Florida. So Florida ties the game with a goal, and now Eric Chernak is going to go to the penalty box. Nice reverse hit by Marchment on Chernak. Chernak didn't like it. Drops him to the ice, and then I don't know where the penalty was. I hope that the penalty wasn't on that last replay because there was nothing there. I hope it happened after that replay ended. Something happened, but Florida goes to the power play here. They're going to have a chance to take the lead. Yeah, I hope that the penalty happened after that replay cut off because there was absolutely nothing there on that replay. As it's won back there by Florida. Top of the circle. Shot in. That's blocked to the corner. And that's cleared all the way down by Tampa Bay. They've been good on the penalty kill in this game so far. Oh, Florida's power plays 0 for 2 with only 1 shot on goal. Shit. As I drop Down, Duclair gets knocked down there by Belmar. Florida keeps it in. Shot, nice blocker save by Vasilevsky. Out to the point and out of the zone. Barkov passes it back up and trying to bring it into the offensive end. Let's get some speed going here. Florida held up again at the blue line. Very good kill for the Lightning. Here they come shorthanded up ice. Big opportunity. Hagel cross the ice. Chance. Spencer Knight gets the pad save after kind of a fluttery shot on a bouncing puck. Florida back the other way now. We tick under a minute to go on the man advantage. Giroux with a good pass for Huberdeau, but hops over his stick. Now it's taken by Duclair. Drops it off now back to the point. Huberdeau with it. Gets it right back out high. To the near side now to Barkov playing the point. 5-forward power play for Florida. They've been doing this since Giroux came. And a big save there with the glove by Vasilevsky. And that's cleared all the way down. Because they're playing Spencer Knight, no mander. Cap, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Moved up now into the offensive end. Shot there, just wide of the post. Ripped around and back out of the zone. Florida under 10 seconds to go. Power play, poked away there by Hedman. Florida's going to get back on sides. Power play's over. We are back now to 5-on-5 action. 16-12 to go in the second. We got ourselves a game tied up at 3. Into the offensive zone. Goes in deep to the Florida end. Tampa on the forecheck. Worked away now. Kucherov against Montour. Montour gets it out. Good pass. Florida with some speed. Offensive end. Here's a Chari. Big stop there by Vasi. Rebound chance just slides wide. Down in the corner. Now we got a penalty against the Lightning. Again here. It's going to be a slash. And Florida's going right back to the power play. Strong rush in the offensive zone. They draw another penalty. And Tampa will have to try and kill off another one. And, I mean, they've been great on the penalty kill in this game, but you can only give a team with as much firepower as the Panthers so many chances before one of these are going to come back and bite you. And Florida's going to go right back to the man advantage. So Ross Colton is in the penalty box for the Lightning. And Florida's back to the power play. Set up now in the offensive zone. Again, Florida now runs 5 forwards on their top power play unit. Ever since they added Giroux, they've been doing that. And they've got 5 forwards out there right now as that's cleared up and all the way down. Good job by Killorn so far on the PK. Taken now by Giroux. He'll skate it up ice. Over the red line now. Here's Reinhart. Pass into the offensive end. Down in the corner, out to the point. Over here. Duclair, half wall. Pass back to the blue line for Barkov. Long shot blocked. Duclair gets it back. Played down now, up and out of the zone. Tampa clears it all the way down again. Hagel will chase. Hagel gets there first. Pass out in for Knight. Paul. Oh, what a goal! Are you kidding me? Nick Paul, short-handed, goes through the legs and goes blocker side on Knight. That is unbelievable. What a goal for Paul. It's a 4-3 lead for Tampa Bay. Unbelievable between the legs goal. And the power play will continue. It's a shorthanded goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning as they go up 4-3. Nick Paul through the legs, blocker side. And that is one of the best goals of the year. Florida now still with 40 seconds of power play time trying to answer. Setting up in the offensive zone. Second unit now on the ice. Hornquist plays it deep, down in the corner. Digging after it, out high, Hornquist gets it back, over, long shot, stopped in front. Cleared all the way down, Tampa clears it again. 14 minutes here to go in the second. Only 15 seconds of power play time left. Into the offensive end now, shot there. Away from Bennett, blocked by Sergachev. Bennett gets it back, behind the net. Working it now up the boards. Back to full strength, penalties over. No more power play here, we're back to 5-on-5. Panthers do have it in the offensive zone though. Long shot there, knocked down in front. Ross Colton gets to it, rolls it right in on Vasilevsky. Now we got everybody into it after the whistle. Hornquist is in there. Another Panther in there. It's Marchment. He's got 2 Lightning players on him. Everybody going after it behind the Tampa net here. And the original penalty is going to be a slash. We'll see what happens after that. But another big scrum as this rivalry continues to be as good as ever. And this is very much a Panthers Lightning game tonight in this one. Tons of scoring and tons of animosity. And we are going to go to our first commercial break now of period number 2. What a hockey game so far. This has been unbelievable. 4-3 game rivalry matchup. Offenses going punch for punch. Players on the ice going punch for punch. And this has been a really, really fun one. Incredible game here tonight. So we head to our first commercial break. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget, it means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, talk hockey, and have some fun. Appreciate you guys watching. We've got the upcoming stream schedule on the channel in the chat. Last few days of the regular season, we got doubleheader Tuesday, doubleheader Wednesday, one last game on Thursday night, and that's going to be it for the regular season. Next Monday, May 2nd, we start the playoffs. Raji Ghost, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Hornquist and Marchment both 8 punches there after getting a little too close to Andrei Vasilevsky. Everybody piled in after that, and we had a pretty good scrum behind the net. Hornquist got his helmet ripped off and definitely took at least one glove punch to the chin, which, well, he's been doing that his whole career. Marchment got double teamed as well. There were 2 Lightning in on Marchment. And Tampa Bay is going to get a power play here. So, looks like Lightning to the power play. I'm sure they called the original slash as a penalty. So, it's probably Hornquist in the box. And that will be cleared all the way down here by the Florida penalty kill. So Tampa up by 1 now on the power play. Probably not till this weekend, Scott. Because we don't even know what the matchups are yet. And some of the matchups might not be determined until after the last day of the regular season. So those final games on Friday, some of them might be determining seeding. We don't know yet. But the standings, there's so many teams still within like 2, 3, 4 points of each other that the only matchup that's even locked in right now is Minnesota-St. Louis. This is going to be a neutral zone face-off. One back to Kucherov there. Played around now into the middle. Back out to point. Lightning have possession, but they're regrouping in their own zone. Panthers' last home game of the year, they just said on the broadcast here. So Panthers finish out the season on the road. Vassie leaves that for Hedman behind the net. 1 minute to go on the power play. Nothing really doing yet for Tampa. Can't even get the puck into the attacking end as Kucherov now takes a hit. Pass off to Stamkos. Stammer back to Hedman, but again, stale through the neutral zone. Panthers doing a great job on this PK as it's into the offensive end. Kucherov dumps it deep. Knight plays it for Sherratt. Sherratt up the boards to the blue line, but not out. Kept in here by Tampa. Stamkos pass into the middle. Chance in front. Shot just sent wide by Braden Point. Up the wall it goes. Hedman keeps it in. Here's Stamkos, top of the circle, now half wall. 20 seconds left on the power play. Over to the far side, shot in front, just goes wide. Killorn couldn't get a tip on it. Back the other way now. Florida all the way down. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Power play comes to an end. Florida's killed it off. We're back again to 5-on-5. Still a 1-goal lead for the Lightning. 11:20 to go in the second period. Panthers into the offensive zone. Shot in there. Vasilevsky makes a save, and he'll smother that. Covered up. It will be an O-zone draw for Florida. We're closing on the halfway point of this game. They're looking for the tying goal. What an unreal game tonight between these two teams. This has been so fun. Face off now. One back by Ross Colton defensively. Chernak takes the puck. Lightning with it, trying to break out of their zone. Around the boards it goes. Up and out. Cleared there. Tampa through neutral ice. Maroon dumps it in. He ices the puck. Not a smart play there by the big rig. And Maroon ices it. We'll come back to the Tampa end. Florida, another O-zone draw. 11 minutes to go now, second period. Long shot there. That one gets sent down. Behind the net, Maroon passes it off. Up and out. Cleared now here by Tampa. Through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Lightning back on the attack. Thrown in front. Just can't connect with Colton. Perry hit there by Marchment. Good collision between those two. Panthers take the puck. They'll carry it out. Over the red line. Marchment into the offensive zone. Feathers it through. Montour with a shot. And a good save there as Vassie covers another one. And the Panthers will get another offensive zone face-off. Chernak jawing with somebody from the Panthers here. Not sure who, but he had a lot to say going back to the bench. Another offensive zone face-off coming for Florida. Back now. Panthers into the offensive end. They'll get the forecheck going with Bennett. Poked away from him, though. Good job by the Lightning. Back to their corner, though. Jan Ruud up the wall to Paul. Nick Paul up and over the red line. Hagel, offensive end, dumps it deep. Knight behind the net, wraps it up the glass. It's kept in by the Lightning. Panthers will have to try and clear again. Down in the corner. Under 10 minutes now to go in the second. We've passed the halfway point. Awesome game here between the Lightning and the Panthers. Yes, absolutely, Piggy Plush. If Nashville wins tonight, then they're looking good for a playoff spot. Yo, Kim, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to see you stop by. Thank you so much. Brought in now by Kucherov. Around in the offensive zone. Passes it back to the point. Trying to get it out here is Florida. Achari with a hit on McDonough. Don't know, 66. Don't know. We'll find out. I mean, I feel like that's something Bruce Cassidy's probably not going to say until after the end of the regular season. So, we get a holding penalty now against Kucherov. So, Nikita Kucherov goes to the penalty box and Florida goes to the power play. Chance here for the Panthers on the man advantage. Yeah, that's awesome, Aaron. I hope you have a great time. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, Nashville's looking pretty good, Raji Ghost. I think one more win will get them in. So, and they've got 4 games left. So, one more win should get the Predators in. Brodin scores for the Wild. They go up 1-0. What else did I miss here? Yeah, everyone's happy. Kim's in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Awesome to see you. Yeah, they're just way better games than the Bruins game tonight. A lot more meaningful games. All right, we're at commercial break here. Again, just past the halfway point. I mean, just great back and forth game. All right, coming back from the commercial break now. Again, guys, I will drop the stream schedule in the chat so you guys know what's coming up. Last regular season Bruins game will be Tuesday night against these same Florida Panthers. That'll be it for the regular season for the Bruins, but obviously in the playoffs, I'll be doing Bruins games until they're out, as well as other games in other series as well, but I'm not going to miss Bruins playoff games, but Boston, you know, assuming they'll probably be out round 1, then that'll be it for the Bruins this year. But I don't know, maybe if they get Carolina and Carolina has no goalies, maybe they can win a round. All of a sudden, Carolina's goaltending situation has become a big issue. Very big issue for the Hurricanes now is Ronta got hurt today. Anderson's been out. 1:27 to go on the power play here. 8:35 left in the second. Richard, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being there. Huge game for Vegas tonight. If they lose tonight, I think they're in a lot of... I think if they lose tonight, they're not going to make it. Richard, appreciate you coming by. Thanks for being here. This has been an awesome game. Back and forth, just talent on both sides. Florida setting up now in the offensive zone. Shot in there, glove down. And nice save by Vasilevsky. Oh, I bet they do, Brian. I bet they do. The Sharks hate Vegas. They would love to end the Golden Knights season. See, have a good night, Victoria. See you later. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And we got a shot there. Vasi makes another save. Mitch Marner, what's going on? Welcome in. $50 seconds still to go on the Florida power play. That's one back defensively to the corner, but Uyghur keeps it in at the blue line. Moved across here, shot, save, Vasi all the way down, cleared Tampa. 40 seconds left on the power play, 7:45 to go in the second period. Uyghur up ice now for Florida, he'll drop it back. And they're being a little slow through the neutral zone. Now they get it in. Behind the net, it's Hedman. And big hit from behind there. That was a wow, I'm surprised that wasn't a penalty. Sergachev just knocked down one of the Panthers square from behind. I am very surprised that wasn't a penalty. As it's taken out of the zone now, cleared again by Tampa Bay, and that's going to do it for the power play. Panthers are unsuccessful yet again on the man advantage, and Tampa comes back down. Paul scores again! It's another one! As the penalty was over, it was back to 5-on-5, and Nick Paul scores again for the Lightning. It's a 5-3 lead. And that one he bounced in off of, let's see, who'd this hit? Did this hit Weegar or Knight's own stick? He bounced it in off of Knight's own stick and through his legs. So Nick Paul just throws it in front, and it bounces in off of Spencer Knight's own stick through his legs and into the back of the net. And it is now a 5-3 lead here for the Tampa Bay Lightning with 7:01 to go in the second. And it looks like Spencer Knight is being pulled. Spencer Knight is pulled. Sergei Bobrovsky's coming in. So Knight gets yanked after 5. Bobrovsky's coming into the game for Florida. Eddie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. So, Bobrovsky coming in now for the Panthers after they yanked Spencer Knight. And that is generally what happens when you give up 5 goals in a game. As that's down behind the net now. Tampa back in on the forecheck. Comes away with the puck. Move to the middle. Montour there. Up and out now. Cleared to the neutral zone. Well, Patrick, you're not going to leave him in there to give up 10. I mean, it's a kid. He's a kid. You don't want him giving up 10. That was the perfect time to get Knight the hell out of this game. You can't ruin a 20-year-old goalie. And now we got some more action away from the play here. Hornquist and Chernak. Everybody comes together. At first it was Chernak and Kucherov, and now we got gloves dropped. Sam Bennett and Mikhail Sergachev swinging rights. Bennett is one tough kid. Sergachev can throw him too. And Bennett pounding away. Sergachev trying to get loose. Gloves drop down behind the net. Sergachev comes back. Bennett comes over the top and the linesmen get in. Let's go. This is hockey. And Bennett and Sergachev drop the gloves and go. And Bennett caught Sergachev in the nose. He's got blood dripping from his nose. Bennett must have caught him right on the button. And Sam Bennett, for a small guy, is one tough kid. He was tough in Calgary and he's tough in Florida. And the whole thing started with Hornquist and Kucherov. And then a couple other Tampa guys came in against Hornquist. And then away from the play, Bennett and Sergachev just saw each other and immediately dropped the gloves and were like, let's go. Oh, Bennett landed a big hit on Sergachev right as the whistle was going. That's what brought those two together. And they immediately dropped the gloves. And a good scrap, some wild punches between Bennett and Sergachev. Bennett landed a couple right on the nose. And this is Panthers Lightning. This is a rivalry game. .618 to go here in the second. Still a 2-goal lead for Tampa. But We've got the action heating up in this one. Justin, what is going on? Welcome in. Superfly, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat for Superfly, new subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And out of all of this, Tampa Bay is going to come away with a power play. Hornquist is getting the extra penalty for Florida. So Bennett and Sergachev get fighting majors that match up, but Hornquist gets the extra penalty for Florida, and Tampa's on the man advantage now. Absolutely, Brian. This is hockey. This is fun. God, whenever these two teams play, it is such a good game. Behind the net now, trying to get through to Stamkos, goes off a skate. Back to Hedman at the point. Long shot there, blocked. Florida clears it out. Oh, no lead is safe with Florida, Vernon. No lead is safe with Florida. Brought up now by Point, back to Stamkos. Jay Slavs, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that new sub hype in the chat. Really, really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Up and out, cleared again there. First minute killed off of the power play. Oh yeah, Brian. Oh yeah, that was a classic. Set him up perfectly for a playoff series too. Taken up now, neutral zone. McDonough over the red line, dumps it in. 35 seconds of power play left. Weegar up the boards. And that deflects up and out of play. We'll get a whistle. Offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Lightning. I would love it, Brian. Would absolutely love it. Tampa still with half a minute on this advantage. Second unit out there. And that one's stolen by Huberdeau. He can't get some help getting it out, and that's all the way down. Good clear by the PK. We're under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Hornquist will be out of the box in 15 seconds. Here's Colton. Up the wall for Maroon. Maroon into the middle. McDonough. Back out high. Played here. Shot in there. Knocked down. Full strength. Penalties over. 5-on-5 again here. Hornquist back out there. Big hit by Weegar in the corner. Panthers come away with the puck. Achari clears it out. No icing as McDonough chases back. Here's Hornquist coming in. He lands a hit on McDonough. Up to Maroon. Lightning move the puck. Yeah, Hornquist played with the Penguins for a long time, Cap. Yes. He also played with Nashville early in his career. As Tampa will regroup in their own zone. 3:40 to go here in the second. Played up now. Down low. Nick Paul. In front. Chance there. Good defense from Florida. Kept in though. Top of the circle. Chernak with a shot that's blocked. Moved through here. Braden Point gets around one guy. Chance in front. And penalty coming up to Florida. It's going to be a hooking penalty here against the Panthers in Tampa. Going to get another power play opportunity. Holy cow. Both are going to make the playoffs, Blake. I think both are going to make the playoffs, and Vegas is going to be left out. Uh, 1-1 game still between the Caps and the Maple Leafs. As we go to our final commercial break here of period number 2. Tampa Bay with a 5-3 lead. And power play coming up with a chance to extend it late here in the second. Wild, really, really fun game between these two teams tonight. And we still got a whole other period to go. We're only nearing the end of the second. This has been a really fun one. Vegas needs to dump at least 2 contracts, Brian. Vegas needs to pick 2 guys with pretty substantial contracts and get rid of them. I mean, they're in such a bad cap situation right now that they've got to find a way to get rid of some salary. I think at least 2 guys that are making at least $5 million a year need to go. So they're going to have to make some serious trades in the offseason. Or not re-sign, because I think Riley Smith is actually a unrestricted free agent. So then in that case, assume that instead of making a trade, they just don't re-sign. Oh, no, Riley Smith has another... Oh, no, never mind. He's injured. Yeah, no, Riley Smith is a free agent at the end of the year. So instead of a trade, they can let Riley Smith go. There's $5 million right there. And then I think they need to trade, I don't know, Pacioretty, Carlson, Marchessault, or Dodonov. One of those guys needs to go. Pacioretty, Carlson, Marchessault, Dodonov. There's 4 options right there. One of those guys needs to go. They're going to have to trade somebody. But they're in an absolutely awful cap situation. Jack, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. They're not going to trade Pietrangelo. They just signed him to a 7x8. They're not going to trade Pietrangelo. He'll be the last guy that they move. They're not moving Pietrangelo. They're not moving Stone. They're not moving Eichel, obviously. Those are going to be the last guys that they move. Worked in shot here. Stamkos rings one off the pipe. Hedman keeps it in. Taken down now. Moved up away here. Stammer with it. 2.5 to go now in the second period. Tampa's still on the power play. Moved across ice. Face-off circle. Back to the point. Hedman back to the face-off circle. Bobrovsky with a big save. Taken over now. Kucherov has it. Pablo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Lightning still have it in the offensive zone. Into the middle. Poked away from Braden Point. Yes, they did screw themselves, Brian. Yes. They went all out for a cup right away. And, I mean, they've made multiple conference finals, but they haven't gotten the cup, and now they're in real cap trouble. As Kucherov gets knocked down there by Reinhart, but Reinhart can't get out. Gudas with a hit, but the Lightning keep it in again. Here's another chance here for Tampa Bay on the power play. Offensive zone. Back to the point. McDonough shot goes off a maroon skate. Rebound chance. Bobrovsky gets across. 1:25 to go here now in the second. Down in the corner now. Clear behind the net by Reinhart. Stamkos trying to get first to it. Sherratt pokes it away from him. Barkov back now, and power play's over. Even strength again. Florida gets it out. They clear. 1:05 to go here in the second. Another good kill for Florida. Remains a 2-goal game. Brought in there. Too far in front for Maroon. McDonough chips it, but the Panthers take it. Lofted up and out of the zone. Tampa will have it now in their own end. 45 seconds to go in the period. Taken up ice over the red line. Dumped in by Paul. Weegar takes it for Florida. He goes D to D. Passed up here. Deflected into the offensive end. Hornquist first after it on the forecheck. Gets to it. Throws it in front. Bounced high. Weegar backhand. Blocked. Good defensive play for Tampa. Long shot here. That one just goes wide. Behind the net. Panthers with it. Set back up in the offensive zone. Pass offline for Giroux there from Weegar. Marchment behind the net. Real deal. What is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Stewart, what's going on? Welcome. Final seconds ticking off the clock now. The horn sounds. That is going to do it. And now Perry and Hornquist with an exchange right at the buzzer. And we will finish here. Period number 2 comes to an end. It is a 5-2 lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning through 40 minutes of action. We've got 20 minutes to go. As we head into our second intermission, we'll have some time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the third to begin. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget, it means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, talk some hockey, and have fun. So, a crazy, crazy game so far. 5-3 after 2. We've had a fight. We've had multiple big scrums between these teams. It's really felt like a rivalry game, exactly like this matchup should. And this has been a really, really fun game, and hopefully it continues that way in the third. Tua, what is going on? Welcome in. It's looking that way. It's not confirmed yet, but it's looking that way, Tua. I hope you're being sarcastic, Brian, or Patrick. Hope you're being sarcastic. Nashville ties the game. Thank you for the update, Eddie. Hey, there you go. Big show. Definitely a big over game going on right here. So, Preds and Wild are now 1-1. I do not, Pablo. No, I've been saying this for a month now. I don't think Vegas is making the playoffs. Hey, Olaf, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Florida's certainly come back from bigger deficits than 2 goals this year, so I wouldn't... this game's certainly far from over. If anyone who thinks this game is over hasn't watched the Panthers enough this year. This is a team that can score goals at a very, very high rate when they want to. So Tampa's still going to have to bring their A game for the third period and make sure that they're still ready to go for the last 20 minutes. Bruins up 3-1. I'll go through all the scores from today in a minute. Robbie, what's going on? Welcome in. Brian, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Mid-game pick over and under is 10.5. Jeez. That's a tough one. I mean, seems likely the way these teams have been scoring, but then you always get that one period that doesn't have a lot happen. So, I don't know. I definitely would have loved to have taken the over, like, before the game, because that definitely nailed. I don't think it's going to be slow 100% Dork. I just think maybe the goalies start making some saves. You know, I don't think it's going to be like any less action in the third period. I just think that to keep scoring at this rate, I mean, we had 5 goals in the first period. We had 3 goals in the second. Like I mean, yeah, I feel like the goalies are going to start making some saves at some point. I don't know, Buck Skulking. That's why I really don't pay attention to what other people are saying. Like, just believe what you believe and don't worry about what other people think. That's the best way to be a sports fan, is just believe what you believe, and who cares what other people say. Somebody's going to be right, somebody's going to be wrong. We're not going to know until the playoffs actually happen. But whatever you think's going to happen, that's your opinion, and you have every right to have that opinion. And other people may think differently, but who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, think what you want and see what happens. That's what I do. I mean, I'm wrong about stuff all the time, but I mean, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I said LA was going to make the playoffs. Certainly looks like LA is going to make the playoffs. I also said that Edmonton wasn't. I was dead wrong about that. Edmonton's played very well with the new coach, and now they are. So, think what you want, and other people, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Rick, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Pablo, I don't think officially. Not yet officially, because if Vancouver were to win out and Vegas, Nashville, and Dallas all lost out, I think Vancouver may mathematically still have a chance, but realistically they don't have a chance, because there's no way all three of those teams are going to lose every single game that they have left. And there's also, I don't think Vancouver is going to win out. So I think Vancouver can get to 93 points, which is the cutoff line right now, but I don't think they will. And I also don't see Nashville, Dallas, and Vegas all losing out. That's just not likely to happen. So Vancouver's basically eliminated, just not mathematically yet. Kelly, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely could see a shootout, Big Show. I wouldn't put it past these two teams. Wow, Riddick is in for Nashville. Saros must have played last night, Eddie. Because a lot of these teams that are playing today also played yesterday. So they've obviously played one goalie yesterday and one goalie today. So, I mean, I'm not surprised Riddick's in if Saros played yesterday. Kenneth, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Unbelievable goal from Paul. Yeah, the first one, the shorty. Just ridiculous between the legs goal. It was sick. All right, let's go through all the action from today, because there were a lot of games in the NHL today. So back this afternoon, we'll do the games that are over first. The Hurricanes beat the Islanders 5-2. The Blue Jackets beat the Oilers 5-2. That's kind of a bad loss for Edmonton, but they're already locked in, so it really doesn't matter. Flyers beat the Penguins 4-1. That's definitely a surprising score there. Red Wings beat the Devils 3-0 in a game that really had no meaning other than draft position. The Bruins are up 3-1 over the Canadiens in the second period. The Avalanche and Jets are still 0-0 at the second intermission. Obviously, this game here, Tampa has a 5-3 lead in the second intermission. Maple Leafs and Capitals are tied 1-1 at the second intermission. The Wild and Predators are tied 1-1 at the first intermission. The Blues and Ducks are 0-0 in the first period. And the only game that hasn't started yet is a 10 o'clock start between the San Jose Sharks and Vegas Golden Knights, which is a huge game for the Vegas Golden Knights. That puck will drop in about an hour. Little over an hour for that one. But that is where we are at so far on this big Sunday, the last real Sunday. There's one game next Sunday before the playoffs start, but again, two non-playoff teams in a makeup game between between Winnipeg and Seattle. So that game really doesn't have any meaning as far as the playoffs are concerned. And that will be next Sunday, but this is the last real Sunday of the regular season. Hey, hopefully he gets it, Kelly. Hopefully he gets it. That's an awesome year for not only Johnny Gaudreau, but the Flames in general. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, Richard. Yes. All right, guys. So while we're at the intermission here, and definitely before the third period starts, we're going to hear again from Score Check. I know a lot of you have seen this already, but there's always new people coming on the channel, new people coming in the streams. So I want to keep supporting a channel partner of mine called Score Check, which was created by a channel subscriber, Scott, who was in the chat earlier tonight. So rather than me just blab about it, I got a recorded video with all the information. I'm going to play that. It's a couple of minutes, and then we'll be right back into the rest of the intermission and get ready for the third period. Going to be a huge third period here. Going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get the puck drop. I'll be right back. Hey, everybody. I'm here to talk to you today about Score Check, which is a completely free Google Chrome extension that allows you to look at NHL scores and standings at any time without leaving your current web page. Score Check was created by channel subscriber Scott. who's in the chat is Smack OG, and Scott is the same software developer who created my automatically updating score ticker that I now use during streams. I'm trying to help Scott get some more users of his score check extension. So if this is something that you guys might be interested in, please check out the link in the description. Again, it's completely free to use. Just takes you to where you can add it to your Google Chrome. And I use it myself. You can look at scores and schedule for today. You can look at scores from yesterday. You can look at the schedule for tomorrow in the NHL. And you can also look at the standings, both by division and by wild card standings, and where the playoff cut line is right then in the NHL. So it's a really cool product. It's a really awesome Google Chrome extension that makes it really, really easy to check NHL scores and standings. Again, obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably a hockey fan. Please check out the link down in the description. If you use Google Chrome, it'll definitely help make your life easier. Thanks, guys, and now back to the regular video. Hey, look, I'm back just in time. So, we're still here, second intermission, getting ready for this third. It is going to be a heck of a third. Oilers probably win round one against LA just because of how inexperienced. I mean, LA's a surprise that they're even there. Oilers probably lose round two. Oilers probably lose round two. Their goaltending is not going to hold up. There is no goaltending duo in the NHL among playoff teams that I trust less than Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen. No, only one that I might trust less is Washington with Samsonov and Vanacek. I don't trust them in the playoffs either. Washington and Edmonton are two teams that I do not trust their goaltending whatsoever in the playoffs. Oh, 100%, Eddie, 100%. Boston goes up 4-1. All right, so they're taking care of business. Boston's up 4-1 over the Montreal Canadiens. They're taking care of business tonight. So, again, if Tampa wins this game, then Boston doesn't catch Tampa at all because they'll both win. Obviously, we still have a whole period to go in this one, so we'll see what happens. Also, the Washington-Toronto game is kind of important, too, because Washington right now is only 2 points back of the Bruins for the first wild card spot, and also the third Metro spot, but Pittsburgh holds the tiebreaker, so Pittsburgh would hold it if they happen to tie in points. But Washington's still within striking distance of moving up potentially. So that game has some meaning as well. No, if you want to play Carolina, Eddie, then you want to finish in the first wild card spot. The second wild card spot will be playing Florida. Yeah, whoever finishes in that second wild card spot is going to have to play Florida in round one, which, I mean, obviously Florida's goaltending, you don't know what you're going to get, but at the same time, have fun trying to shut down Florida's offense. I mean, the only team or setting up to be the only team to score over 4 goals a game in a season since the Penguins in the mid-90s. I mean, nobody scored 4 goals a game since the 95-96 Penguins. So don't exactly love the your chances of trying to shut down that offense over the course of a 7-game series. Sure, you might have a game here or there where you hold them to 2 or something like that, but holding them for 7 is not going to be an easy thing to do. Hey, Patrick, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. We're getting ready for third period, and we should be, yeah, we're getting close. This should be the last commercial break, and the third will be getting going. Third period coming right up. This is going to be fun. What a great, fun, action-packed game so far. And looks like it's, I would imagine it's going to continue for the last 20 minutes as well. Colorado's taking a 1-0 lead on Winnipeg. So Colorado, who lost 3 in a row and have kind of been trying to take it easy, maybe we'll see. Still a lot of time left, but maybe get a win tonight. Yeah, Bolts have won their last 2 games by a combined score of 14-3. So they've been playing really, really well. If you add in tonight's score as well, they're outscoring opponents 19-6. We'll see what happens here in the third period. But if Tampa holds on to win this one, it's been an impressive stretch. So again, guys, I'm going to put the upcoming stream schedule for anyone new that's come in that hasn't seen it. Schedule for the rest of this regular season is up. And again, doubleheader Tuesday, doubleheader Wednesday, because I'm going to be doing back-to-back doubleheaders in the playoffs, so I might as well get used to it now. And then we'll close things out. Thursday will be my last game stream of the regular season. Friday night will be Off the Wall Hockey Show. And then we'll be starting the playoffs on Monday, May 2nd, Monday. So not tomorrow Monday, but next Monday will be the first day of the playoffs. And again, we don't know what the matchups are. We don't know what the schedule is yet, but I can guarantee you I'll be doing a doubleheader for the opening night of the playoffs for sure. Probably the opening 2 nights of the playoffs, I would imagine. Just to get series kicked off the ground. Try and get some Western Conference games in there as well. It's going to be a fun postseason. The matchups are looking like they're going to be awesome. Right now, Vancouver is only 2 back of Vegas. But they are 5 back? 5 back of a playoff spot. It wasn't the Blues that swept the Lightning, Patrick. It was the Blue Jackets. That was the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we are underway here in the third. Puck is dropped. Tampa forechecking offensive zone. Played up the wall now. Back the other way. Point sends it deep. Forsling knocks a guy down in the crease. That was Hedman. Hedman's not happy. Florida sends the puck all the way down. That's going to be icing. And less than a minute into the third here, it will be an icing call against the Panthers. Ozone draw coming for Tampa Bay. I mean, they all have lethal offenses, Eddie. Toronto, nobody's saying that Toronto's offense isn't lethal. Toronto, Minnesota, Colorado, Florida, St. Louis, they all have lethal offenses. The offensive numbers this year are through the roof. Behind the net now, taken here. McDonough trying to clear it out for Tampa Bay. Florida forechecking, putting on some good pressure. I think goaltending is a huge question mark, Stuart. That's the biggest question mark with Florida. I mean, think about it. If you took Andrei Vasilevsky or Igor Shesterkin and put them on the Florida Panthers would be far and away the favorite for the Stanley Cup. Like, you probably wouldn't even get plus money betting the Panthers for the Stanley Cup if they had a goalie like that in net. The biggest question with Florida is their goalie in their goaltending in the playoffs, and that's the one big thing that needs to be answered with this team. Shot up there, that one's high over the bar and over the red line, dumped in by Point. Chasing after it now is Colton. No, the Bruins Jackets series went 6. But the Bruins did play the Blue Jackets the series after they swept Tampa Bay. And Robert Haig with a shot that just goes wide there. And then the Bruins beat them in 6. And then the Bruins swept the Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Final. They swept the Hurricanes in the conference final to play St. Louis in the finals. And then obviously they lost in Game 7. As Huberdeau takes that one away. Florida trying to clear it out from their own zone. Tampa with a good start to this third period. Keeping the foot on the gas, which is exactly what you need to do against the Panthers. You cannot take your foot off at all with Florida because they'll come right back on you. Tampa seems to understand that and has come out strong here in the third. 2.5 goals a series. I'll take the over on that, Eddie. I mean, he's a goal-scoring machine as far as defensemen are concerned. I'll take the over on that, especially if they get into some longer series. I think you'll have him score 3 or 4 in a series if they get in some 6 or 7 gamers. As we get a whistle there. Looks like we got a penalty call coming up. God Bobo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. So they blew this play dead. I thought it was a penalty call. Yeah, Tampa's going to the power play again. Holy cow. How many power plays is Tampa going to get in this game? They've had a bunch. Yeah, Islanders swept Pittsburgh. Then Carolina swept the Islanders. And then the Bruins swept Carolina. Yes, that was 2019 was the sweep curse year. Yes, Eddie. Point coming in to take the draw after Stamkos gets kicked out. And the linesman doesn't like that drop, so they're going to redo it. Yeah, I mean, Matthew Joseph is getting a way bigger opportunity playing higher in the lineup in Ottawa than... I mean, the Tampa's got so much talent, he was kind of buried in the lineup for Tampa Bay. He's been very, very good since going to Ottawa, and Paul's been a great pickup for the Lightning as well. That was a win-win trade for sure. Nice glove save there by Bobrovsky. Keeping this a 2-goal game. McAvoy's up to 10 goals on the season now. Nice. Taken back now. Here's Kucherov. Into the middle. Shot here from Point. And they score! Braden Point from his usual spot in the slot on the power play. Puts it by Bobrovsky. It's a 6-3 lead for Tampa Bay. And the Lightning are in a good spot here with about 16.5 minutes to go. one of my favorite players on the Lightning. Actually, probably my favorite player on the Lightning, Braden Point, puts that one home on the power play. It's a 6-3 lead now. They've doubled up the Panthers. And all of a sudden, Florida's got themselves in a spot here where they're going to need to get going very quickly, or it's not going to happen tonight. This might be the end of the win streak. Florida's won 13 in a row going into this game. This might be the end of the win streak. Back behind the net now, Bobrovsky for Gudas. Gudas up the boards, chipped out of the zone. Here comes Florida, 2-on-1. Panthers, and a nice sliding block there by Cal Foote defensively. Perry back now, trying to get it out. He's knocked down by Hornquist. Lomberg goes in for a hit. Lightning come away with the puck. Perry gets it. Passes it off for Foote over the red line. That's dumped in. And the Lightning go back in on the forecheck. Moving up now into the offensive end. Here's Florida. They know they need to get the offense going here. Back out, long shot. Off the end boards, and Vasi's going to cover that as it bounces out in front. 15:29 to go here in the third. 6-3 lead for the Lightning. Canucks Central, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. We got an offensive zone face-off for the Panthers coming up here. They're going to have to get some offense going quickly if they're going to come back. Tampa's up by 3 right now. Third period, running out of time. Panthers keep that one in off of the face-off. Playing it deep, cycle game going. Bennett back out there after the fight with Sergachev. Good forechecking pressure. Both teams digging for it along the boards. Yes, Eddie, yes. Because they have one less game played, so Capitals would move into third place in the division ahead of Pittsburgh, assuming they hold on to the lead. Kid Jovan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Have a good night, Norm. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you here. Panthers regrouping now in their own zone with 14:40 remaining. They know they got to get some goals on the board. Over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. The Panthers do have 5 comeback wins from down by 3 or more goals this season, which is an NHL record for most in a season. But I don't know. They're not playing Detroit. They're not playing Buffalo. You know, some teams that you can do that against. They're playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is not going to be easy. As Vasilevsky grabs that one and covers it up again. 14:14 remaining. You know, it is not going to be easy. They're going to have to get something in the back of the net here pretty quick. 14:14 to go. Russell, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Man, the Lightning have been playing so well recently. After a pretty bad slide, too. They were playing really not well, and then the last 3 games, all of a sudden, it's like they just said, all right, we're good. We're going to go back to being the Lightning now. And they've just done it the last 3 games. Ozone draw here again for Florida. Played down there across the front. Down in the corner. Chipped in front here. That one, good job Vasilevsky holding the post. Back out to the point. Long shot blocked. Tampa Bay clears. All the way down. Forsling, pass up, deflected in by Lindell. Offensive zone. Played up now. Florida through the neutral zone. Forsling to Hornquist. Offensive end. Stuck away by Vasilevsky there. Puck ends up in the corner. Florida still comes away with possession. Point trying to get it out. Hornquist hard on the forecheck. We got a penalty call coming up. And They're going to blow this dead. We get a holding call against Tampa Bay. Florida's going to the power play. A lot of penalties in this game. Florida's going to the power play. Dylan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Wild goal under review. I think they blew the whistle when the puck was touched by Tampa Bay. I think Florida's going to the power play. Yeah, Florida's going to the power play. I was right. All right, sounds good, Brian. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming by. Always awesome to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Jovan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Glad you could come by tonight. Good to see you in the chat. We've got a first commercial break of the third period here. Under 14 minutes to go. Tampa up by 3. Florida now to the power play, though. Florida to the power play and a chance to get themselves back within 2. Appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It does mean a lot and is very, very much appreciated. If you could please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, have fun, and enjoy some games. Appreciate all the support tonight, everyone, and we're getting ready for a heck of an ending. We'll see if Florida has another comeback in them or if Tampa's going to be able to hold on to this one. Lightning in a good spot right now, but still more than half a period to go. So, we'll see. Thank you, Levi. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. Thanks for watching. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the channel. Thank you so much. I've never had that, Pablo. I've never had Big Red Soda. I don't even know what that is. So, I can't give you an answer on that because I'm not sure. Florida setting up now offensive zone. Top of the circle there. Shot blocked in front. Rebound chance. Vassy keeps out. Rebound. They score. It's Sam Reinhart on the power play. His second goal of the game. And Reinhart makes it 6-4 just like that. And the game is not over. Still about 13 minutes to go. Game is not over. This is what Florida does. 6-4 now. They're back within 2. They still got 13 minutes to go. This is what Florida does. They are never out of a game until that clock says 0. They have 29 come from behind wins this season. They have 5 wins coming from behind from 3 down or more. And this is just what the Panthers have done all year long. So do not count them out yet. Back within 2. Lightning could definitely use another one. Nice glove save there by Bobrovsky. Lightning got to keep the foot on the gas. Out to the neutral zone. Excuse me. Palat takes a big hit. Dumped in now by the Panthers. They chase after it. Barkov. Played to the middle. And up and cleared all the way down. 12:15 to go in the third. Icing against Tampa. So, power play goal for Florida. Gets them back within 2. And we'll see now. Taking advantage of that power play opportunity. And Alexander Ovechkin will not return to tonight's Capitals Maple Leafs game. He went hard into the end boards and looked injured. So that is not good for Washington. I mean, if Ovechkin can't, if like that's something serious where he's out in the playoffs, then, I mean, I would say Washington's probably done without him. Moved up now, dumped the other way. Florida will chase after it, and it'll be touched up for icing. McDonough gets back, touches it for icing, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Lightning. So, Tampa probably doesn't want to take any more penalties here. Florida got the power play there, took advantage of it. So they're back even now, 5-on-5. And Tampa probably doesn't want to take any more penalties. 119 points now on the season for Jonathan Huberdeau. As it's dumped down now. Lightning trying to cycle in the offensive zone. Played here, Montour for Florida, up and out, neutral zone. Played here by Colton, 11.5 to go in the third. Played now, up the boards. Here comes Lindell, dumped into the offensive end. Florida trying to go back on the attack. Achari down low with foot all over him. Plays it through. Robert Haig pinches in from the corner. Pass attempts deflected up and out of the zone. Here's Radko Gudas for Florida. He'll regroup. Drops it off. Pass to Reinhart. Now to Lindell. Back to the point. Played here. Haig. D to D. Gudas. Long shot. Wide. Chance again in front. Cleared all the way back to the blue line by Tampa. Point shot. Comes in. We got an easy save for Vasilevsky. He covers it up with 10:42 to go in the third. And we got an offensive zone faceoff for Florida coming up. 3-1 Caps. So they're up on Toronto. So, man, Washington might come in and take that third spot from Pittsburgh. Wow. You never would have guessed that 3 weeks ago. Never would have guessed that. Played now. Here's Corey Perry. Lightning into the offensive zone. Shot there. Bobrovsky with a save. Rebound chance goes wide. Good job there for Tampa to get some offense. Back to Bogosian now. He loses it. Stolen by Florida. Hornquist. Hornquist tries to work that one through. Chernak pokes it. Belmar comes over. Bogosian with a good hit on Lomberg. Down behind the net now. Wrapped up the wall. Maroon. Gets pressured by a couple of Panthers. Panthers heavy on the forecheck here. It's looking that way, Russell. It's looking that way. As Tampa sends that one all the way down. Yeah, Eddie. I kind of, yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, regular season, always one of the top teams. And then finally, at some point, need to get over the hump in the playoffs. Very similar, yeah. My top line for Tampa Bay. I mean, it depends on the situation. Like if I were down in a game and needed a goal, I'd have point center Stammer on the left and Kucherov on the right. But if you're holding a lead, you don't need Stamkos on the wing. You can put Stammer back to center if you're trying to hold a lead. So, I mean, you could probably put Palat up there if you were, in a normal situation, you could put Palat up there probably, or Hagel, or really anybody else on that left side. Any winger on that left side that you wanted, it really wouldn't matter. But down a goal, I would definitely load up the top line. If you're in a situation where you really need one. But normally, I'd probably put Point with Kucherov. Well, actually, Kucherov and Stammer have played really well together this year. But I'd put Point with Kucherov, and then left side depends on the situation. I would love to coach hockey, Russell. I would love to coach. I don't know, what I would coach. I mean, probably just, kids. But I would definitely love to coach hockey. I love hockey. I played it for a long time. I would definitely love to coach it. Man, Blake, this year is such a coin flip, Blake. I think there's legitimately 8 teams, maybe even 10 teams that have a real shot. So I don't know. I mean, picking it this year is going to be like pulling names out of a hat. You just pick one and roll with it, because there's a lot of different teams with a real chance. We go to another commercial break. Upcoming stream schedules in the chat once again, as we've got a big week coming up as we finish out the regular season. And we got ourselves a 6-4 hockey game here in the third period, past a halfway point. So under 10 minutes to go. Florida's kind of into crunch time now. They got to get some offense going. They got the 4th goal on the power play, and we're able to cut it back to 2. But overall, they're still going to need to find a way to score another couple of goals. My vote, Eddie, would be Daryl Sutter. Daryl Sutter with the Flames would be my vote for Jack Adams. Because that team wasn't even close to a playoff team last year, and now this year they're a division winner. Like, the turnaround he was able to get with that team was fantastic. William, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. Third period action here. Hey, Leafs score. Leafs score. It's 3-2 game now. Game is not over. Game is not over. Yeah, I like Paul up there, Nelson. Absolutely. Especially, I mean, Paul's played really well, too. So you could put him there, absolutely. And he would give you kind of a banger on that line to go into the corners in the front of the net and stuff. So that makes all the sense in the world as well. Donnell, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Good to see you in the chat. Steven, welcome. Nelson, we got more coming in. Thank you guys all so much for stopping by. We're down now to about 8:40 to go in the third. And Florida's trying for another comeback win here. They only have like 30 of them this season, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough against Tampa, who's had a very good night tonight. Lightning have it in the offensive zone. One-timer shot, and they score! Kucherov on the one-timer. He's second of the game. And I think that will probably be enough for Tampa Bay as they go back up by 3 goals. It's a 7-4 lead. And that is another goalie. All right, so look at this now. Thursday night against Toronto, Tampa scores 8. Last night against Nashville, Tampa scores 6. Now tonight against Florida, Tampa scores 7. At least 7. So, Lightning's offense is on fire right now as they take a 7-4 lead, about 8:15 to go here in the third, and that one deflects up and out of play. We'll get a whistle, and it is, Michael, it is. Tampa seems to have that ability to, when they really want to, just flip the switch and decide that they're going to play. Like, they did this last year, too, where they went through stretches where seemed like they weren't really engaged. They weren't playing well. They didn't seem like they were that good. And then all of a sudden they just flipped the switch. And Tampa is just, when they're firing on all cylinders, I mean, good luck with this team. Oh my God, Eddie, that is hilarious. Hit out in the neutral zone. Florida's going to get back on sides. They'll come back in on the forecheck. We tick under 8 minutes to go in the third. Into the offensive zone here. The Panthers shot there. That shot from Achari ripped wide. Down behind the net now. Kept in. Florida with it. Cycling offensive zone. Trying to cut it back to 2. And back out over the red line. Up the wall now, Robert Haig. Shot in there. Another one ripped wide. Florida struggling to get anything in on net here. Moved over now. Chip to the middle. Lomberg will chase. It's back to Cal, foot off glass. Back out of the zone. Good job here. Tampa, they know how to hold the lead. They've been doing a lot of that over the last 4 or 5 years. They've got it down to a science. And shot there by Kucherov. Save by Bobrovsky. Lightning have it in the offensive zone. Chance again. Colton just fans on that one. It ends up in the corner. Lord, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Here comes Lomberg for Florida. Move through the middle. 6.5 now in the third. Lightning bleeding this clock down. A lot of time in the offensive zone, too, for Tampa Bay, which, hey, you know you're not going to give up any goals if you're down at the other end of the ice, as Florida brings it finally back in. Chance in front. Vasi with a save. Rebound shot goes wide. Deflects up and out of play. Golden opportunity there for Florida. Not able to put it in. 6:15 to go in the third. Face-off coming up. Panthers are running out of time here. Oh, actually, that wasn't wide. Vasilevsky got the blocker on it. So that's actually a very quality save from Andrei Vasilevsky. And Barkov will take the offensive zone face-off now for the Panthers. Nije, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Over through the red line. Taken here into the offensive zone. Palat backhands it deep. Down in the corner. Florida trying to get it out. Running out of time here. Tampa just keeping it in this offensive end. And this team is putting on a clinic right now. Anybody who wants to show like a video of how to hold a lead in hockey, a multi-goal lead in the third period, watch Tampa Bay right now. If you're trying to teach a team how to hold a lead, watch what the Tampa Bay Lightning have done over these last 3 to 4 minutes, and probably going to continue to do for the final 5. I mean, they're putting on a clinic right now. Levi, I think the Bolts are holding this one. I mean, I don't see them giving up 3 goals in the final 5.5 minutes. They're playing a good possession game. They're not allowing shots from, like, chances in the middle of the ice. You know, they're doing a good job of clearing the puck out of their zone when they get a chance to. I mean, this is a high quality performance by Tampa Bay right now. I mean, now 7-4 game tonight. So they scored 1 against Toronto, or they gave up 1 against Toronto, 2 against Nashville last night, and 4. So that's 7. But they've scored 8, 7, and 6. So they've outscored opponents 21-7 over the last 3 games. Yeah, Kochetkov for Carolina. He might be your goalie in the playoffs, depending on how the injuries work out, Lorne. But seems like he's off to a good start. And I know he's played very well in the AHL, so... Oh, it's going to be interesting if Anderson or Ronta will be there for the playoffs, or if they're still going to be injured, or what that whole situation is going to turn into. But Kochetkov has been good. Dennis, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, offensive zone draw now for Florida, coming back from a commercial break. Should it, I think, be the last commercial break, is that's down in the corner. Panthers trying to set up in the offensive end. Point takes it for Tampa Bay. He gets pressured, loses the puck. Panthers keep it in. Working it around now. Off the sidewall. Move to the middle. Backhanded up by Killorn out of the zone. Florida will have to regroup back in their own end. Moved along the boards here. Corey Perry takes the puck. And Perry's just going to make another possession play here. Under 5 minutes here to go in the third period. Florida down by 3. Very much running out of time as Belmar hits Forsling. Bennett sends it up the boards. Maroon with a big hit. Panthers get it out of the zone, but Bogosian knocks it down in neutral ice. Back the other way. Florida has to get it from behind their own goal line again. Carry it up through the neutral zone. Bennett to the offensive end. Shot there from Bennett's blocker save. And that goes up into the netting. Out of play. 4:01 to go here in the third. And an offensive zone faceoff for the Panthers coming up. "13 games, Dennis. Florida won 13 straight going into this game. But it looks like that's going to be broken tonight, which 13 is a ridiculous amount anyway. Like you don't see winning streaks like that very often. But looks like it's finally going to come to an end. Moving up now. Back the other way. Kucherov chasing after it. Panthers up the boards, trying to clear again. Predators have a 3-2 lead over the Wild. I think if the Preds win tonight, they're in the playoffs. I'm not mathematically yet, but they'll be in the playoffs if they win tonight. They'll go to 95 points. They'll be good. Nice save there, Bobrovsky. But if you're Florida, you don't want your goalie making saves right now. You need to be at the other end of the ice, and they're not. And now we got another fight. Chernak getting into it with somebody. Is that who's that? That must be Lomberg. Florida's, yeah, it is Lomberg. I was gonna say, who else from Florida would be fighting right now? It's Ryan Lomberg, and he and Chernak get into it here well after the whistle. Chernak still throwing punches with the linesman between them, trying to get back into it. Chernak and Lomberg. Chernak's been going at it all game with some of the Panthers. I'm not maybe it was Lomberg all game. I mean, multiple times I've seen Chernak getting into it with the Panthers bench. And looks like finally eventually drops the gloves and he and Lomberg wrestle each other to the ice. They'll be done for the night. And we got 3:36 to go here in the third. This has been a very physical game. It's been a lot of animosity between these teams, particularly in the second period. And now with a 3-goal game late in the third, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a long 3.5 minutes. Water King, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Probably unlikely, Michael. Probably unlikely. Yes, Vasilevsky's equipment is perfectly legal. Don't you think that all these other teams in the league would be like refusing to play the Lightning if he was knowingly using illegal equipment. Like, it's definitely legal. Otherwise, every other team in the league would be making a huge, huge deal about it, and they don't. The only people I see making a big deal about it is fans. But no other team has anything to say. Like, no other team complains about it. Because if it was illegal, we would know. We would know. So, looks like we got a bunch of penalties here. Lightning are on the power play, and they score immediately. Steven Stamkos scores his second goal of the game. It's 8-4 Lightning. And looks like Andrew Brunette, well, Ryan Lomberg and Chernak are both gone for the fight. Andrew Brunette, Florida's coach, got kicked out of the game. And Jonathan Huberdeau looks like he's been kicked out of the game as well. So they must have been giving it to the referee. Tampa scores another power play goal. It's 8-4 now, and obviously this game's over. So Tampa Bay now with 22 goals in their last 3 games. Brought in now, Lightning on the forecheck, right back into the offensive zone. At least we're back 5-on-5 now. Yes, Paul has 2 goals, Kucherov has 2 goals, Stamkos has 2 goals. Stammer actually has 2 goals and 2 assists, so he's got a 4-point night going. And that's going to be iced by Florida. 2:52 to go in the third. It will come back down to their end. Tampa Bay will get another offensive zone face-off. It is a baseball score, Vernon. Absolutely. It is a baseball score. Leafs and Caps in OT. Bruh. Hedman's got 4 apples. Wow. So a 4-point night for Hedman as well. Into the offensive zone. Shot there. Saved by Bobrovsky. And Robert Haig can't get it out. Colton keeps it in. Cross ice trying to find Hagel. Kept in by Hedman. Long shot. Ripped wide. 2.5 to go in the third. Lightning cycling in the offensive zone. Played by Hedman now. Panthers get it out. And that's going to be offsides against Florida. So we get a whistle and a neutral zone faceoff coming up. 2:18 to go. Tampa's up by 4. Florida doesn't seem like they're going to engage in any more action physically. Both these teams look like they're just kind of running the clock out now. Shot there. Vasilevsky, glove save. And he's going to grab that one and cover it up. 2:02 to go. Offensive zone draw for the Panthers. That's exactly what he did, Lorne. That's exactly what he did. He knew that the Lightning were in good shape, so he went back to Detroit, and he's probably, give him 5-6 years, and he's going to have the Detroit Red Wings a powerhouse once again. Taken now, chipped up, and over the red line into the offensive zone. Here's Tampa Bay on the rush, driving in, and they don't score in ninth, at least for now. Back out now. Moved across. Played here, Bogosian. Slap pass for Paul. Shot goes high off glass. Panthers trying to move it up. Playing around, up and out. Cleared again there by Florida. That's going to be icing. Why wouldn't Vasilevsky just come out of the net there? Oh, no, he does. Never mind. No icing on the play. They keep the clock moving. I was going to say, no reason to stop the clock at this point. Into the offensive zone. Here's Perry. Cuts to the middle. Thank you so much, Nelson. Really, really appreciate it. Glad that you enjoy it, and thanks for coming by. Awesome to have you. Brought up now. Florida back to the offensive end. Under a minute to go. Backhand by Bennett goes wide. .40 seconds now to go here in the third. Florida in the offensive zone on the forecheck, but they're just watching the clock run here, as is Tampa Bay. Both these teams just want to get out of here without anybody injured and get ready for the playoffs. Well, Perry's getting into it with Luo Starin in a little bit. Perry is such a... he's such a dick, but it's so funny. He is the perfect pest. Literally the perfect pest. And now Maroon, I don't know what Maroon's mad about. He's trying to get into it with somebody. They're just going to run the clock off here. Teams come together as the final horn sounds, but this game is over. And the Tampa Bay Lightning double up the Florida Panthers to end the 13-game winning streak. And that is going to do it for this one, as Tampa picks up the 8-4 win. And the Tampa Bay Lightning all of a sudden have decided that they're going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wow, 5-point night for Kucherov, 4-point night for Stamkos, 4 assists for Hedman, 2 goals for Paul. What another just offensive explosion here. And that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming by tonight. Upcoming stream schedule is in the chat. There's going to be a lot of fun games coming up this week to close out the regular season as we get ready for playoff hockey. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for supporting the channel and coming by. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Please don't forget, it does mean a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. If you haven't yet, I cover the entire NHL. So fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community and have a place where everyone can come together, have some fun, and enjoy some hockey. So really appreciate it tonight, guys. Thank you. You guys have been another awesome stream. Thank you all again, and have a great rest of your night. Have a great week coming up. Hopefully I'll be talking to you all soon. Really, really appreciate it. Good night, everybody. See you guys next time.